Mio, Mio, guten Tag. Hello, welcome back to the lectures of my book, IT ERP Projects, 33 Years of Experience, 99 Thoughts, 66 Minutes to Read. As always, straightforward recording, just the iPhone, a virtual background, some sound enhancements. That's all. Nothing, no cut, direct, straightforward. Lecture for chapter from my book, and then explaining what I was thinking when I was writing it. If you like, share, spread it out, help me get it more popular. Thank you very much. Let's start. Thought number 27. Multi-sources for messaging create confusion. If you use reminders, messages generating by workflow or systems, try to keep them to a needed minimum as they will sooner or later be ignored. Try also to avoid to have these messages from multiple sources, different communication ways. They all look different, requesting different actions. The more you have different ones, the more likely is that user oversees them or interprets them as a possibly unwanted message. This applies especially to automated email messages. People get more and more suspicious about mails and contents they don't expect and tend to ignore them. I'm pretty sure you have all these awareness programs in your company of how to identify phishing, virus, hoax, spam, all that stuff messages. What if your internal message looks like them? So, what do you want to say with that? We like our reminders, we like our workflows, we like the guidance from the system, but at one point of time, it creates confusion, especially when the reminder come from different systems. So if a person normally works with the system, let's call it Microsoft Dynamics, is always inside that system and maybe has his Outlook, and that's all. And then all of a sudden he gets from your training system a mail who reminds him of the training status, which looks completely different. He has to log in a different system, creates confusion. If you have software as a service, external providers, then these messages may even come in with an external email addresses, and then they look like an external email, even though they are meant to be from an internal system. And then you get often, depending on your IT, that hooray, that's me from an outside. Please be aware that it could be something harmful. And people get more and more aware that they should at least double check and look twice if these external message are right ones. And many people always thought if there's an external message which asks them for an action, they get suspicious. Potentially, they call the IT help desk, raise a ticket. Hey, hooray. Is that ticket, is that source trustful? Then you just lose a couple of minutes, couple of hours, and then the people knows you can inform them, but it creates additional stress. And the more different systems you have, the more different emails get in or the more different reminders pop up to the people. And then if they have to log into multiple systems to keep the reminders quiet to action on it, people will simply get nuts. If somebody works typically in a ERP system, but has 3 times a month to go to this product lifecycle management system because he's required to approve an item, he will sooner or later get crazy about it. And if he gets 3 different emails about different topics from different senders, all like administrator from at your company, somewhere software as a service, people start ignoring them. Or even worse, they said, hey, we have so many externalized mails, which are at the end internal wanted, and they get more and more easy to open these mails, even potential mails with unwanted content, which have passed all your protection measures and came into the email box. And then they click on it, they go to the open site, they want to execute the workflows which was asked there, they enter the password which was asked there, and all of a sudden you have been on one of these cybercrime sites or ransom virus, hoax, whatever you call it, and you have damage to the system. So if you have these reminders and messaging, be sure that people understood which one are good, where they come from, reduce the number of sources, reduce the number of layouts, that people feel safe when they click on a reminder that pops up, on an email that pops up, or anything like this. Okay? Thank you very much. See you next week. Goodbye. Adele. Meow, meow.